Hello, Transan fans, and welcome to another edition of Transistor Sandwich, the show where I take a little bit of hardware and software to put together some tunes that you are then free to download and use in your own projects. I'm your host, Tony, and with me today in the studio is, back by popular demand,
why, thank you.
my special guest, Steve Rover Doggett.
I am very happy to be back. I had a gas the last time, and I'm really looking forward to it this time.
This week, we're going to put together a Christmas tune, Deck the Halls.
Yes.
Yeah, I had to choose one that was public domain. This song will be available free to download and use in your own projects. I watch too much British TV. I've actually put together a bed track. Basically, I've just got the bass and the drums going. And then Steve is basically the star of the show today because he's going to add a bunch of guitars to it. So for the drum track, the preset that we're using is from Anders. Here's what the drums will sound like. And then what I did was I took a sci-fi synth ARP. And the variant that I'm using is the Tight Attack. And of course, on top of that, we need the melody to kind of let you know where you're at in the song. So for the melody, I took the Korg i3.
Tubular bells.
So that sound I took and I mixed it also with sound from the Roland. I do have a subscription to the Roland cloud service. The sound that I had used was from the SRX Orchestra. Again, it was also tubular bells. So with the two of them blended together, we got a little bit of this.
Oh, nice.
So it has a little more ringle-dingle to it.
Yeah.
That's a technical term.
Don't get technical with me.
So now all we need to do is set up a new track for Steve. This is the device that he's using, the Roland GR55. It's a guitar synthesizer, so a little hardware synthesizer that has some software built into it that can emulate not just guitar pedals.
But just about anything. Oh, we got heavy brass rock. Let's see what that one's
try
like.
that.
For someone who is as ancient as myself, who first started recording in the tape environment, it's just amazing what you can do. You can play it one bar good once, and everything else is a bunch of, well, you won't even want to say where you should put it, but that one bar can actually be made into a whole song.
We reduce, reuse, and recycle.
Yes.
Oh! Synth brass lead. Nice. With the verses, you want to add that to the bells?
Yeah, and then I'll just
Awesome.
do a solo on top when it gets to the solo part.
Cool. Works for me. Nice. That was fantastic, man. That was just brilliant.
It's a lot of fun. Like, you come in, not prepared in any way, shape, or form. Just going in and letting the creative juices flow and whatever comes up.
Exactly. That's why I do this every Saturday night, because it's to keep those creative juices flowing all the time. Cannot always be replicated, but it is always a challenge to those who wish to attempt to replicate it. All right, now let's back that up. I'd like to do an alternative rhythm guitar part.
Okay.
I'm going to set up a new rhythm guitar track.
That was interesting.
Yeah, that one was a bit farty, wasn't it?
Yes, very much so. Just have to tune a bit.
There's something I don't have to worry about.
Now that I've heard the song enough times, I can probably figure out where we are all the time now.
Let us toast to the completion of the transanitized version of Deck the Halls,
Yes.
featuring Steve Rover Doggett.
Thank you.
Steve.
I had too much coffee. So we're going to take a listen to this song from start to finish. Enjoy. Later, taters.
So long.